And it's still going live, and we are live. Hello, everyone.
Drum rolls.
Today, yes, drum roll. Today with me, I have one of my nicest friends and my latest of networking efforts, Riddhi Sharma, with me from Project Saki. And we are going to talk about networking. Without further ado, directly topic में घुसते हैं. And a lot of this topic is going to be in English because we both like to talk in English. So if there's anything you don't understand, please feel free to ask us. We will clarify it. Okay?
Yes.
Take it over, Riddhi. बताओ अपने बारे में. Let us in about what is in Riddhi Sharma's life.
Okay. As you always know that there's something or the other happening.
Hmm.
So, other than जो हमेशा मैं बताऊँ, घर, बच्चे, काम
Hmm.
और प्रोजेक्ट सखी,
Hmm.
बहुत कुछ होते रहता है. But what
Hmm.
I liked about your topic was that I've never given a conscious thought to the term networking, and that is
Hmm.
why we are here. And that is why when you
Yes.
said कि नहीं नहीं you are the person to talk about it, मुझे बड़ा वो लगता है यार मेरे को
Yes.
तो टाइम ही नहीं होता नेटवर्किंग करने का ना. मतलब आई रिमेम्बर मृणाल लास्ट वीकेंड वाज टेलिंग मी कि रिद्धि प्लीज आ जाओ यार मिल लेते हैं. मैंने कहा यार छोड़ दे कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. मैं I just wrapped up kitchen because it's last day of Shraddh and I'm moving to office on a Sunday afternoon. There's no way
Yeah.
I can make it because I stay in one corner of the city. So to me, it
Hmm.
actually came as a surprise, Dimity. Because
Hmm.
trust me, there have been so many networking events. There's so
Right.
much FOMO. You
Hmm.
and me both know we hardly made to any of those. I think मैं
Yep.
चार में से दो नेटवर्किंग दो लिंक्डइन मीट्स में जा पाई. जो मेन हुए उनमें तो गई नहीं. जो हमने ऑर्गेनाइज किए थे उसमें बिल्कुल नहीं.
Right.
But the only point is that that is why for me this meet was more like curiosity कि भाई मुझे क्यों बुलाया
Hmm.
विनीति ने. So
Right.
yes, so tell me.
Honestly, मैंने आपको इसीलिए बुलाया. The main reason behind this was, I think, as you know, we were discussing pre-live. There are two kinds of networking that are happening in my experience on LinkedIn, which is one is very transactional in nature, where
Yes.
people very honestly from the beginning are like, I have a product service and I think you would be a right fit. And you go, haha, yes, please tell me more, or I don't have the budget for this. And then it stops right there. And then the second kind of networking is the kind of networking that I think we did, which is without an agenda. Gup maar rahe hain, we are getting to know each other, and like because we know each other, on a very, let's call it, even though it's not on a deeper level, which I think you do understand me and know me on a deeper level, but वो अलग है. uh,
I
just
get what
based
you're
off
like.
of interests. हाँ, like I know for a fact now that you are into Greek mythology as much as I am. तो अगर मेरे को ग्रीक माइथोलॉजी डिस्कस करनी है किसी के साथ भी, आई कैन डेफिनेटली कॉल ऑन यू, बी लाइक आ जाना आज. आज हम लोग सिंपिंग करने वाले हैं on some mythological characters. So, like
Yes.
on that front, where people are just being people with each other, right? Or फिर at some point, if some job shows up, you definitely will recommend me. I'll definitely recommend you, right? Stuff like this. It happens organically, back of the mind से.
Exactly.
ऐसे नहीं
So,
कि,
so,
yeah.
so, 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 as you said ना आपने बहुत प्यारी बात बोली दीदी है कि there are two types of networking that people do. आपने सही
Hmm,
वहीं पे bifurcate कर दिया. And इसीलिए
hmm,
disclaimer लगा दो यहाँ पे. None of
hmm.
them are bad. Okay,
Yes.
be it an agenda driven networking or be it exactly, it is not dirty. Be it an agenda driven networking or be it something which is just organic and people kind of just why find frequency matches or a match of heart or just people who are interesting enough or match of energies like me Mrinal and you are like the way the moment we talk, the moment we are there, not without even meeting each other even
हाँ.
once, the energies are such
मेरे
that we'll be
करण
like
अर्जुन आ गए.
exactly. We'll be like, oh shit, Mrinal, I'll have to go. Like, matlab, I am at my mom's place, but Mrinal is live, so I have to go. Like, not like someone had
Of course.
just put me on a gunpoint, but I have to go. And Binati said I can't say no. So I'm saying that
Hmm,
none of these, you know, kind of networkings, which even if we are not thinking at the back of mind that we are networking, are bad. And yes,
hmm,
what Charanjit Lehal says is true. People are just people. I was just coming to it. That people matter
hmm.
no matter
Yep.
what industry you are in. You are
Hmm,
selling bhaji, you are selling service, you are selling networking apps. People are people. and people will matter.
Which is what reminds me, right? कि अगर if we give Indians a choice between local kirana store and big store, most of us prefer the kirana store uncle, right? Or the kirana store auntie because
They have
उनको पता
connect.
है कि अच्छा हाँ like when I go uncle मैंने ऐसे हीट उठाया कि बेटा इस बार काला हीट क्यों लेके जा रहे हो आप तो लाल लेके जाते हो रुको मैं निकाल के देता हूँ and I was like exactly this is it
That's the point.
it's so sweet. Speaking of networking, Charanjit Lehal is someone you totally enjoy talking to. I
Yes.
encountered him via another networking exercise called TED Circles, which was being run by someone else I'd networked with called Preeti
Okay.
Chaudhary. तो देखो ये देखो
Okay.
कितना बड़ा सर्कल है ना लाइक
That's it.
इट्स
That's it.
लाइक
Right.
हाँ मी एंड कैप्टन लेहल वी डोंट रियली हैव any kind of let's say professional synergy so to speak कि हमारे कभी सर्कल्स इंटरसेक्ट नहीं होंगे बट जस्ट
Hmm.
अलग अलग टॉपिक्स हम डिस्कस करने के लिए मीट करते थे स्ट्रीमयार्ड के उसके ऊपर डैशबोर्ड के ऊपर इट डिडंट यूज टू गो लाइव but just
Hmm.
on the BTS dashboard. And that's
Right.
how I had some of the most fascinating conversations with him. So, yahi hai na ki people are people, and that's just amazing. We have Asif who's liking what you are saying. Thank you so much, Asif. Dr. Lehal again, what is the harm in having honest agendas? Questions for
There is
both.
no harm. That's what we are
Absolutely
saying.
no
There's
harm.
no harm. First disclaimer we said. There's no harm in
Ah,
having agenda, but please cut to chase. If you
yes.
have agendas, don't try and hide behind the curtain of niceties, of niceness. If you have agenda, so if you actually have an agenda, just go and say, okay, fine, this is my agenda.
हाँ
बोलो
सही है
कि भाई मैं इसलिए आया हूँ. हाँ, if you want to small talk, just let it be small talk and don't create narratives and narratives of conversation. And then कहीं
यस
पे धीरे से सडनली बोला कि अच्छा मैं तो ये बेचता हूँ. मतलब दवाई बेचू तो
हम्म
दवाई ही बेचो. डोंट से कि आप बहुत बीमार है मैं आपका बहुत ख्याल रखूंगा मैं भी बहुत बीमार था. हाय ऋतु. So my first life was with her. No, no, on someone else's guest. She was the first one to invite me. Yeah.
हम्म
So yeah.
यस
So second one. Sorry, Charmika was the first one. Now I remember. Okay, okay, I
कोई
will not.
बात नहीं
So
अभी
basically,
फैमिली
हाँ,
है
so
अभी
that's also
फर्स्ट
network.
में कोई
सब परिवार है.
यस हाँ ये
मैं देख रही
सही
हूँ.
परिवार बन गया okay so
पारिवारिक
I have
रिश्ते.
seen your son who is looking to jump in the networking rabbit hole right see this is also someone he is also someone I found courtesy of LinkedIn comment sections कि उनके जो comments रहते थे posts के ऊपर I think the first post that he commented on I still remember this it was on the
So nice.
importance of Japanese tea rooms, right? And he provided context. Generally, when someone gets your culture wrong, you ऐसे ऐसे horns निकाल के उसके पीछे पड़
हाँ,
जाते हैं हम लोग, you know, कि
I
I'm
know.
going to hit you with my horn. No, he explained the Japanese side of it, that the simplicity of
Wow.
tea rooms has like a, has like a culture. Then from that day, I'm like, I am your fan now, and that's how we networked in a way. We haven't talked to each other on video calls or anything like that but via comments it's like there's a nice little camaraderie that's going on where
I can understand. I have something similar going on with another person called Anwar. He's from Morocco, I
ah,
think, and he's there. He comments such beautiful things, and
I
we've been
love it
interacting a lot and interacting a
of
lot on
course
messages, and we've
mm,
shared family pictures, and it's so beautiful. And we don't talk about anything else other than cultures and things that I like or he likes or we are interested in or books or value systems.
yes
So that's just honest
I have
conversation
someone
should
on
be happening.
LinkedIn. I think आपने उनका नाम सुना होगा शायद Shuja Hassan. But again, Shuja is on the content creation side of things, so maybe not. हम लोग सिर्फ साउंड ट्रैक की बात करते हैं. He sends me YouTube videos of some amazing music he's heard, and I will send him something back. That is the extent of conversations we have. Soundtrack. बस हम लोग सिर्फ म्यूजिक की बात करते हैं. And isn't that
So
brilliant?
beautiful.
Isn't that human
It's just
connection,
about
यार?
synergies meeting, no? जो
Yep,
तुमको
it's just
पसंद है
about
वही बात करूंगा.
सही बात है.
सिंपल. और जिसका जो
Uh,
इंटरेस्ट है उसी में जाके बात करो.
yes, it does take time to come to the point.
Now
That is the beauty of
that's an
small talk.
interesting perspective.
Yes,
But
that is,
but
that
but
is.
but 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 I'm also trying to say that at times you can read between the lines, Captain
Mm,
Level.
mm,
जैसा मैं और विनती इस कॉल से ठीक पहले ही बात कर रहे थे कि एट टाइम्स हमें पता होता है कि सामने वाला शायद इसी बारे में बात करेगा, बट वी टेक
हम्म।
टाइम आउट बिकॉज यू नो दैट्स आवर नेचर, दैट वी ट्राई
यप।
एंड अंडरस्टैंड कि शायद अदर पर्सन इज ट्राइंग टू इंटरेक्ट विद अस। वो यहाँ पे कहीं पे लाइन ब्लर होती है जहाँ हमको लगता है कि
हम्म।
शिट यार पहले ही बोल देता, ये चाहिए था मैं ऐसे ही दे देता। मतलब अगर तुमको
हाँ
डोनेशन चाहिए थी तो पहले ही मांग लेते, 50 बार कमेंट नहीं करते। कि आपको ये चाहिए था
हाँ,
तो आप
सही
पहले ही
बात है।
बोल देते, हम ये काम कर देते। सो आई थिंक
हाँ।
दैट इज ऑल्सो डॉक्टर कैप्टन लेयल एक तरीका है उसका भी। सो हो सकता है कई लोग बहुत ऑनेस्ट हो इस कॉन्वर्सेशन के तरीके में, मतलब जिनको तुम
हम्म।
वो ऑनेस्टली ऑनेस्ट ही लगेगा। और कई बार ऐसा होता है कि मैं और एटलीस्ट मैं तो यही प्रेफर करती हूँ कि अगर किसी को कुछ चाहिए तो सामने से आके बता दो। मतलब
सही
मैं भी
बात है।
अपना टाइम, अगर मुझे चाहिए होगा तो मैं बोल दूंगी मुझे चाहिए, और नहीं चाहिए होगा तो मैं पोलाइटली मना करके चली जाऊंगी। सो एटलीस्ट आई
हाँ।
बिलीव इन दैट, माइट बी रॉन्ग
यस।
एट द
नो, आई
सेम
हैव अ
टाइम।
लिटिल। गो हेड, गो हेड।
नहीं नहीं, बोल बोल, लेट्स फिनिश दिस
अरे नहीं, आई वाज सेइंग कि
सर्कल।
जो पिचेस आती है ना, ये पिचेस, उसके लिए एक वर्कशीट बना के रखी है मैंने साइड पे। बिकॉज सी, एनीवन दैट इज नेटवर्किंग, दे हैव अ प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस टू सेल, एंड एज अ कंज्यूमर एट सम पॉइंट यू विल बी बाइंग अ प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस। तो आई टेल पीपल, भाई अभी बजट नहीं है, आई हैव स्टोर्ड योर डिटेल्स देयर, जब जरूरत पड़ेगी तब बात करेंगे, अभी टाइम वेस्ट करने का कोई पॉइंट ही नहीं है, बिकॉज मेरे पास बजट नहीं है, है ना। और अगर बजट है तो आई विल टेल कि बजट है बट रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, राइट। सो it's about being very honest from both sides. If
हाँ
just one side
एग्जैक्टली,
is practicing honesty तो फिर प्रॉब्लम होती है, बट if
फिर वो
both are
नेटवर्किंग
honest,
फेल है।
हाँ, फिर वो नेटवर्क कनेक्ट नहीं हुई, नेटवर्किंग ऐसे हो गई।
कनेक्शन ब्रेक हो
अब
गया।
आप, यस, आप कंटिन्यू करिए, क्या बोल रहे थे।
अच्छा, मैं क्या बोल रही थी अब मैं शायद भूल गई।
हाँ, आप
पर
ये बोल रहे थे कि स्मॉल टॉक के लिए
I was
ब्लरी
coming
लाइंस
to
रहे।
ask, I was coming
हाँ।
to what we were discussing right before the call on
हम्म।
how these days, uh, so जैसे हमने उनको दो डब्बों में डाला था, we were talking about the basic nature of the person and how
हम्म।
that actually affects the way
हम्म।
you network. Like
राइट।
you and me will not directly jump to business, or rather will ever merge business with kind of way we are networking. Like
या,
recap just happened. I don't know if our stars would have aligned if it wouldn't have happened. क्योंकि जरूरी नहीं है फिर हम उसी सर्कल में आते हैं। सो एज यू
सही
गेव
बात है।
एग्जांपल्स कि ये सर्कल से इसमें मर्ज हो गया, वो वेन डायग्राम्स बनते गए ना तुम्हारी लाइफ में, और फिर
हाँ,
कुछ स्ट्रोक्स तुम
एग्जैक्टली।
लेके आगे चल दिए। सो यू नो वो क्या,
हाँ,
कुछ एक हिंदी की लाइन भी है, कारवा बनता गया। सो वो कारवा बनता
बस।
रहता है, you keep getting people on the journey that's called life. And these days
हम्म।
that is why people, I think most of us have seen the new age networking is how may I help you. And you know people would
राइट।
try and वही मैं उसी पे आ रही थी आज। people say कि अच्छा आओ
Is the stream still on, guys? I have lost Riddhi, but am I audible? Hmm. Can someone let me know in the comments that the stream is still active? Because my internet connection is very shady. यहाँ पे गिलहरी वायर खा जाती है, ठीक है, गिलहरी वायर खा जाती है। Listen to this. It keeps happening. And I think the stream is still on. I think we've just lost Riddhi. Hopefully, we'll get her back soon.
I'm back.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
Yes.
Okay, okay. For a brief second, I was telling people कि मेरे यहाँ पे गिलहरियां वायर खा जाती हैं। तो
oh, नहीं नहीं, I was
okay,
just saying
Anand
कि
has
जिस दिन मेरा
confirmed.
लाइव होता है उस दिन इंटरनेट जरूर जा रहा है। ए
अरे
आनंद।
मेरा भी जीटीपीएल गया हुआ ही है। अभी हम एयरटेल 4G पे चल रहे हैं, क्योंकि जैसे
आप जियो,
3 बजे
मैं
मेरा
जियो पे।
वाईफाई बंद हो गया। अरे देखो,
ओके, आई एम नॉट द ओनली वन। चलो, यहाँ भी
यही,
हमारे
अरे
गंड और गण मिलते हैं।
अरे, I think Wi-Fi's broadband providers have some subconscious signal. उनको पता लग
फॉर
जाता है
श्योर।
कि ये लोग लाइव जाने वाले हैं, नेटवर्क
आज
चालू।
उनका कॉल है, आज क्लाइंट के साथ कॉल है, आज तो पक्का ऑफ जाएंगे। सो
हाँ,
डेफिनेटली।
एग्जैक्टली।
अच्छा, मैंने क्या क्या मिस किया यहाँ पे? आई गेस
आपने
delaying
मिस कुछ
judgment
नहीं
also
किया।
helps. How do we expand into the unknown? We have to learn to be a bit comfortable and yet accessible. Uncomfortable. Okay, that's a learning for me. We'll try. Vinity, we need to learn.
अरे, बेसिकली ना, डॉक्टर लेहल जब बात, अरे कैप्टन लेहल जब बात करते थे टेट सर्कल्स में, तो हम लोग ना मंत्र मुग्ध हो जाते थे। ऐसे ही बैठ जाते
हाँ
थे कि क्या या क्या बोल दिया इन्होंने, मजा आ गया। बिकॉज
हाँ, तो
इट्स
वही।
थिंग्स दैट टेक टाइम टू लाइक
That's
absorb.
that's that's the experience.
That's my mama, by the way. He
So
networks. He still networks the way that you said, the human card वाला के full on बात करो इंसान से, वो करो, और फिर business cards exchange करो, और फिर interest दिखाए तो sample भेजो. So he
हाँ, मैंने
networks
बोला
the
ना कि
OG
शायद
way.
घूम फिर के 5 7 10 years बाद हम वापस नहीं पहुंच जाएंगे। मुझे ऐसा लगता
Yeah.
है people will get bored of how may I
Mhm.
help you because too many people will
Yes.
help each other।
Yes.
हो
Also
सकता है गलत हो।
nowadays networking is happening via chatbots also ना, लोग अपनी वेबसाइट्स पे बहुत ही ज्यादा ह्यूमन साउंडिंग चैटबॉट्स रखते हैं,
हाँ
जो कि काफी नेटवर्किंग अपने आप कर रहा है, राइट? यू डोंट इवन हैव टू बी इन्वॉल्व, यू जस्ट हैव टू preempt some questions and put it in and boom, right? So I think at some point this fatigue will cause certain trends to restart again. I'm
या
with you
वही।
on that.
या
And Anand
ही
has
इज नॉट,
been acting as our tech support कि तुम लोग दिख रहे हो नहीं दिख रहे हो.
ही इज बैक।
Thank you so much.
थैंक यू आनंद।
And for Riddhi,
अकेला ही
capital A
चला
Hill
था
has,
जाने में मंजिल में, लोग साथ आते गए और कारवां बनता गया। यस, दिस इज
wow.
व्हाट आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट, दी ओजी। यस।
And we have
खाने
Vivek
के बाद क्या
also.
करते हो? खाने के बाद क्या करते हो बिल्कुल?
दांत शार्प करते हैं, देखो ये ना, इसको ऐसे
यस।
खुरदरी से ऐसे शार्प करते हैं ताकि
हाँ,
कोई
फिर
भी
कोई
मिले
ऐसे
ना तो
सवाल पूछता है तो वहां पे यूज कर लो।
ओके, आई मेंट फॉर गिलहरी.
गिलहरी।
आई थिंक गिलहरी का ना ये वही था, डेंटल फ्लॉस होता होगा कि अच्छा
वही।
वायर है इसमें तो करंट भी नहीं लगता है, चलो मैं दांत
यस,
साफ कराती हूँ या कराता हूँ,
फॉर श्योर।
तो इसीलिए गिलहरी खा जाती शायद.
यस।
हाँ, हेवन.
सीरियसली।
ओके.
ओके।
ओके. ओके.
चलो,
अभी हम टॉपिक पे आ
नेक्स्ट।
जाते हैं वापस.
नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, इसका नेक्स्ट पॉइंट जो तुम बताए थे ना, जिसमें हम हेल्पिंग वाली बात
हाँ.
करते हैं। यस।
यस.
सो
ये वाली
दिस
चीज.
इज व्हाट, ये वाली चीज की टू ईच हिज ओन वाली बात है। अगर आपको लगता है कि यू आर गुड विद पर्सनल कनेक्शंस एंड मेंटेनिंग देम, बिकॉज जिस नेटवर्किंग की मैं और विनती बात कर रहे हैं, और मे बी उस स्कूल ऑफ थॉट को बिलोंग करते हैं या हमने वो आज तक करी है, बिकॉज हमें और कोई तरीका आता नहीं। It is also because of the kind of family setups, the value systems, the mindsets we come from. यही हम बात भी कर रहे थे कि हमारे वैल्यू सिस्टम ऐसे हैं, where we have been taught कि you should be helping each other. मतलब अगर एक के पास
राइट.
पेंसिल नहीं है तो तोड़ के दो कर दो। या फिर other person wants something तो तुमने दे दिया, या फिर you have been getting clothes from your sisters kids, saying कि अच्छा ये वाला छोटा हो गया, मैंने 2 बार पहना था, तू पहना ले, मैं पहना दूंगी, इसका वापस आगे चला जाएगा। आई हैव save clothes of my elder one for the younger one. So या फिर वो गिफ्ट्स आए हैं तो फिर वो वापस दूसरे को जाएंगे। These are not just
सही है.
hoops or Indianisms. This is also in a way kind of giving values to people and to your own kids कि भाई ये होना है।
या.
So
सही है.
we have also seen this being done in our family, that अगर
हम्म.
मम्मी के पड़ोस वाली आंटी से जो रिलेशनशिप है, what was that? मैं चीनी ले आऊं, मैं दही ले आऊं,
अरे
हमने खाना
सही
बनाया,
है.
हम वापस दे आए। व्हाट इज दिस? दैट इज ऑल
कुछ
नेटवर्किंग
भी
ना।
अच्छा बनता है तो हम लोग ऑलवेज नेबर्स को देने जाते
It
हैं, राइट?
always counts, no? And in
इट्स
cities, the
इट्स
same thing doesn't get replicated.
या.
you know मतलब
या.
अब मुझे मेरे पड़ोस में तो लोगों को पता भी नहीं चला कि मेरे 1 साल का बच्चा हो गया। ट्रस्ट मी, मैं जाके
और
बोल के आई तब पता चला। So imagine
ओ.
that in cities people don't even know. But then that's the kind of networking we have lived. We have seen our
राइट.
mothers exchanging, अच्छा आज खाने में अच्छा बना है, वो अकेला रहता है, उसको देके आ जाओ, या आज आंटी कुछ नया
हम्म.
लेके आई है तो भाई आप खा लो। So this was all
सही है.
networking, and
हम्म.
we are plants of that seed, that we
हम्म.
have seen them network like this. So that's why when Vinati sees acha group ke andar, I don't know how to use auto text on Instagram video, you will be the first one to make that video and say acha ye to mujhe aata hai, mere liye 2 minute ka kaam hai, let me send it, maybe it will
सही
help them.
बात है.
So it is not
यस.
that you're putting a conscious thought कि मुझे उस बंदे से नेटवर्क करना है क्योंकि मुझे ऋतुपर्णा से स्टोरी मेकिंग सीखनी है। It's just
हम्म.
that you know it, and if that helps someone, might as well do it. It will take 2 minutes. And
इट
what
विल
is two
टेक टू
minutes
मिनट्स. हाँ,
So that
एग्जैक्टली.
so
आई
that
लव
is
दिस
what
लाइन.
So that
बोलो
is
बोलो
what
प्लीज.
networking means to you. So that is what I'm
यस.
saying, that define it for yourself.
या.
This also has its loopholes. This also has a lot of guilt for me. And I'm sure मेरे जैसे बहुत लोग होते होंगे, शायद देवती के साथ भी ऐसा होता होगा, जब मेरे को ये लगता है कि नहीं यार मुझे थोड़ा टाइम देना चाहिए था, या मेरे से जैसे कई बार मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि किसी का लाइव होता है और मेरे को जाना होता है, तो जैसे कर कि नहीं आई वोंट बी एबल टू डू इट, या मुझे मिलने जाना था,
हम्म
जैसे ये संडे वाली स्टोरी मीट पे आई जस्ट वांटेड टू गो, देयर वाज संपर्क, देयर वाज
हम्म
Akshay coming, there was Mrinal coming, there was Vineet Ranjan, so many people whom I have been wanting to chalo milna hai, but I couldn't go. So there was this big guilt that if I have to give into something, I'll give 100%, otherwise I'll not do it. So
ऑफ कोर्स ऑफ कोर्स
ये बहुत रह जाता, हाफ हार्टेड नहीं होती ये वाली नेटवर्क, फुल हार्ट से
हम्म
होती है.
सही बात फुल हार्ट से होती है I completely love it and two lines from you I absolutely like fully endorse one is we are a result of the seeds that were planted right it's that simple आप networking कैसे
Exactly.
करते हो and again those seeds can be planted from your own personal historical facts and values and also from whom you are receiving mentorship right? Which
Yes.
kind of leads me into two questions that Captain Lehal has put forth. I think this could be good discussion points. What all could be the objectives of networking? And when I ask young managers that do you have godfathers, majority of them say no. Is networking at the workplace misunderstood? Right. So I suppose this could be leading into the professional seed planting of it all, right? कि हमारी
Yes.
नेटवर्किंग की जो प्रोफेशनल साइड है जो सिर्फ डेवलप हुई आफ्टर वी बिकेम पार्ट ऑफ अ प्रोफेशनल वर्क प्लेस उसकी बेनिफिट्स क्या है और उसके लाइक कैवियार्ड्स क्या रहेंगे अकॉर्डिंग टू यू बिकॉज आई हैव नेवर वर्कड इन अ फुल टाइम प्रोफेशनल सेटअप
हाँ, मैं उसी पे आ रही थी. मैंने किया है काम,
हम्म
बट मेरे सर्वाइवल स्किल्स बहुत खराब थे, एटलीस्ट हमारे
ओके
टाइप की नेटवर्किंग के लिए बहुत खराब थे. बट एट द सेम टाइम ना विनती, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन वेयर यू आर. लाइक माई सेकेंड
हम्म
एक्सपीरियंस वॉज फैंटास्टिक. मतलब जब मैंने पर्पल में काम किया, आई वॉज विद मनीष इन पर्पल, एंड ऑल्सो आई टेल यू वन थिंग, इट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन वेयर यू आर वर्किंग. I have always
ओके
worked with, I've always liked getting my hands dirty. I've always
हम्म
wanted to know how the plant is made, how the tree
राइट
became a tree. So,
हम्म
मेरा जितना भी एक्सपीरियंस आज तक रहा है ना, मैंने हमेशा काम शुरू से ही शुरू किया. So,
राइट
be it Covert, be it Arvind Kejriwal's, RTI awards, it was the first award I was going to. Even with, the only full-time thing I was doing was with India Today, and that I left in 6 months. And that was a
हम्म
very good experience. It was a good camaraderie from everyone. कोई problem नहीं थी. They all let me do what I wanted to do. Very good mentors. But I have interacted with a lot of clients. And what I
हम्म
also see is कि वहां पे ना चॉइस बहुत कम हो जाती है यार. मतलब आई हैव सीन पीपल स्ट्रगलिंग बिकॉज एट टाइम्स द mentors are such that they try to take advantage. So
ऑफ
it all
कोर्स
depends on the kind of environment you get. A lot is on luck also, and a lot is on what kind of mentor you are getting. जो गॉडफादर
ऑफ
वाली बात
कोर्स
है ना, आई वॉज हैप्पी एंड आई वॉज लकी दैट
हम्म
मुझे टाइम रहते जहाँ पे एक खराब जगह मैंने काम किया था, जो उस दिन हम विमेन लीडर्स की जो बात कर रहे थे, जो मेरा एक बैड
हम्म
एक्सपीरियंस था व्हेन आई जस्ट एंटर्ड एंड लेफ्ट इंडिया टुडे एंड वेंट टू अनदर सर. वहां
राइट
पे जो मेरा खराब एक्सपीरियंस था, मुझसे यही पता चला मुझे कि फ्रीक्वेंसी मैच बहुत जरूरी है. और मैंने उससे सिर्फ
हम्म
यही सीखा कि इवन टिल डेट इफ आई सी अ क्लाइंट वेयर आई सी कि नहीं, यहाँ हो सकता है कि हमारी, मतलब आई हैव दैट वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग गट फीलिंग कि मेरा यहाँ पे फ्रीक्वेंसी मैच नहीं होगी, देयर विल बी समथिंग दैट
हम्म
विल नॉट मैच. मतलब और वो इतना स्ट्रांग हो
राइट
चुका है अब तो कि मैं अगर टीम में आके बता देती हूँ कि इस बंदी से तुम लोग करो ना, ध्यान से काम करना, हो सकता है, या फिर इस इंसान से, इस बी वेयर ऑफ दिस पर्सन, ही विल बी वेरी ट्रिकी टू हैंडल, करो तो करना वरना लेट्स से नो. सो मेरा अब उस
राइट
हिसाब का रूल हो गया कि इफ आई गेट द वाइब दैट द फ्रीक्वेंसी विल नॉट मैच, देन आई बैक ऑफ.
राइट
And I don't know in a proper corporate setup, backing off as an option works or not. So at times
राइट
people have to play the tricks of the trade. Uh, so that trust factor, क्योंकि मेरे को पता है, I remember I was working with this client and I got to know that there were so many ideas that the core group used to give and that one person used to give, and the senior used to go and actually claim it as his own. So what kind of networking will you do there? मतलब
ऑफ
तुमने ही
कोर्स
बनाया और तुम्हारा मेंटोर ही तुम पे ट्रस्ट नहीं कर रहा है, तो वो सीड्स जो तुम बात करी ना प्रोफेशनली वो होने की, वो वहीं पे ही खराब हो गई. क्योंकि तुमको फिर
सही है
आगे से वो होता है ना, मेरा आइडिया सिर्फ मेरा है, यू नेवर वांट टू शेयर इट,
हाँ
क्योंकि तुमको लगा क्रेडिट तो कोई और लेके चला जाएगा. सो
सही है
वो फिर से वो एक कनेक्ट पूरा वेब बनता नहीं है. एट द एंड इट हैज
सही
टू बी अ
बात है
नेट where you are working, then the net is not
Mm,
working. You know, there are
absolutely.
squirrels who are eating it out. So if the squirrels are actually eating it out and taking those chunks of
Yes.
food from you and stealing it,
Yeah.
then it's not going
Yes.
to work. So
Of course.
ये बहुत सही बात बोली चरणजीत जी ने कि there are people who say they are no godfathers because they aren't. But I've been very lucky.
Mm,
मतलब मैंने कहीं काम नहीं किया, but I have people who kind of recommend me and tell कि इससे साथ काम करो. I see a lot of potential sort of things. So I think उतना बुरा भी नहीं है. तुमको कहीं ना कहीं कोई ना कोई अच्छा मिलता है. So I think
right.
discretion बहुत जरूरी है.
Mm,
Follow your heart
agreed.
and discretion.
Also, we have Varsha with us. Hello, Varsha. Thank you so
Hi
much for joining
Varsha,
us.
thank you so
Yes.
much.
Also, there's another line from Sage to Sun which goes objectives from the subject. So we
We
redefine
redefine
subject
subjects, we define
and
ourselves.
redefine ourselves, which is, I suppose, a nice pitching
Yes,
advice, right? Ki while networking, you become the objectives rather than making your product and service the
you don't
objective. Uh-huh.
you don't
I
become
think
the
that would
means to the medium. You become just the medium.
love it. I love
You
it.
don't
You
add
become
means
the
to the
medium.
end. You become the
Yes,
medium.
yes,
वो हिंदी में हम लोग
yes,
बोलते हैं मैं तो सिर्फ निमित्त मात्र हूँ. मैंने क्या किया? So
yes.
हम वो सिर्फ
सही
निमित्त
है,
मात्र हूँ. हमने कुछ नहीं किया. I
सही
always
बात है.
tell this very small story from Ramayana, and I think networking के
हम्म,
लिए वो बहुत fit बैठती है और अदर मैं तो हर जगह fit बैठा देती हूँ. It's kind of a family
बिठाओ.
story that of that squirrel. So
हाँ, आज गिलहरी, आज
so
हमारे
that
लाइव
is
का
आज
इमोजीज.
गिल्ले यहाँ इसके बाद तुमको गाना चला देना. आज हमें गाना चलाना है ना. रंग
हाँ,
बदल
चलाएंगे.
बदल के. Okay, चलो. So basically, when Ram Setu was being built, and how
हम्म,
that Gilehri, that squirrel, actually just wrapped herself in that sand and
या,
went in the
या.
water and then came back, and then again wrapped herself and soaked herself in water and came back. And then Hanumanji asked, "What exactly are you trying to do? Everybody, what are you doing?" She's like, "Everybody is working, and what should I do?
हाँ,
I also want to help, but I can't lift the heavy stones. The only thing I can do is मैं किसी तरह मिट्टी कम कर दूं, जिस समंदर में डाल दूं ताकि समंदर का पानी कम हो." So this is exactly what you have to do. So this entire
do what
world
you
is full of
can.
people. Do whatever
Yes.
little bit you can for everyone, and I'm pretty sure that good karma will come back to you
There's
somehow.
a quote for this. I don't recall किसने, और मेरे को मिला भी नहीं कि किसने बोला है ये, पर मैंने ऐसे ही कहीं पे सुना था रैंडमली. ठीक है. You are the Michelangelo of your own life, and the David that you are sculpting is you, and you do it with positive thoughts, actions, and words. That's it, right? See, everyone
Exactly.
has that random marble. अभी आप माइकल एंजेलो हो कि सिर्फ माइकल हो, that's up to you,
सही बात है.
right? So exactly, be like the
So
Guilherme. If you can't lift the rocks and plop them into the ocean
मैंने
to
वही
build the
मैं
Ram
लीकैप
Setu.
में वही बोल रही थी तुमको. मैंने नहीं किया. मुझे पता था मैं बहुत कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगी क्योंकि मेरे पास उतना टाइम
हाँ,
एनर्जी नहीं. बट वट एवर वे
सही
आई
है.
कुड हेल्प मैं जाती थी जितने भी बजे रात को मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स होता था. और वो जैसे उधर
हाँ,
उदित बोल रहा था, दीज आर द बेस्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट आई मेड बिकॉज आई कुड गेट अवे विद
हाँ,
किड्स इवन रनिंग अराउंड. सो
of
वो
course.
इसलिए वो चीज बहुत जरूरी होती है. सो यस, ब्यूटीफुल.
Hmm.
वी आर द डेविड्स.
Yes, I love that quote and I really
इट इज.
want to know किसने बोला था, मेरे को पता
किसने
ही नहीं.
बोला?
हाँ, क्योंकि
विनती ने
I think
बोला
किसी
फॉर नाउ.
बिन नहीं, I heard it in some video, which is
हो
probably why
सकता है.
it is not captioned the way that it should be. Varsha
हाँ,
says
मे
that
बी.
thoughtful networking has helped her game up in her personal branding. Absolutely.
यस.
By the way, Varsha, I am seeing that you are doing videos, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you are, because you're
गुड जॉब.
absolutely brilliant at it. Yeah.
वेरी नाइस.
All,
गो वर्षा.
also, yeah. Also, Captain
यस.
Lehal says a great
इज द
leader is
अल्टीमेट
the
निमित.
ultimate. Yes,
निमित.
a means
यस,
to other
यस.
success. Love it.
क्योंकि ये निमित्त वाली ना हमारे वो भक्त और भगवान की नेटवर्क में काम आ रहे हैं.
Okay.
दैट
Nimit
पिवट.
networking.
हाँ, निमित्त नेटवर्किंग न्यू नेम आ गया हमारा. यू जस्ट
हाँ,
बिकम द
यहाँ
निमित्त.
से.
हेल्प पीपल रीच
हाँ.
मीन्स टू एंड एंड
I
बिकम
have
दैट
the
मीडियम.
perfect tweet. आप tweet कर सकते हो ये. The N in networking stands for being a Nimit.
धन्यवाद विनती. क्या हम
है
लोग
ना?
इस कॉन्वर्सेशन को कहीं और ही ले जा रहे हैं.
हम लोग
दिस
इस
इज
कॉन्वर्सेशन
गिलहरी
से
एंड इज
हमारा कंटेंट
कंट्रीब्यूशन टू
सॉल्व
राम
कर
से.
रहे हैं.
यस.
Yes, yes. A great
यस.
leader is also to yes, the
बिल्कुल
yes,
सही. बिल्कुल
एकदम
सही.
सही,
बिल्कुल सही.
है ना?
यस.
And also another ग्रेट डिस्कशन टू बी हैड इन द फ्यूचर। जैसे अभी हम लोग माइथोलॉजी के एड्स में महाभारत पे पहुंचे हैं, फिर रामायण भी शुरू करेंगे, तो इसके अंदर ऐसी छोटी छोटी अजीब अजीब नीश इंफॉर्मेशन निकाल के उसमें से
हम्म,
मॉरल्स खींचने के। आई विल सेंड यू द
जरूर जरूर,
ट्रांसक्रिप्ट्स
आई
ऑफ
लव
दोस
दैट,
कॉल्स।
आई लव
अरे
दैट, आई वुड लव दैट, आई
इट्स
डू
सो
दैट a lot,
इंटरेस्टिंग।
I do that a lot.
एग्जैक्टली।
And
एंड
I
ऑल्सो
always
आई
find that this is so beautiful to, मतलब वो लाइफ लेसन है यार।
ऑल्सो काफी कॉम्प्रेस करी हुई है ना ये स्टोरीज। अभी कॉम्प्रेस स्टोरीज का सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज ये है कि यू कैन इंटरप्रेट देम हाउएवर यू वांट, सो यू कैन एक्सपांड देम एंड
बिल्कुल
देन हैव फन विथ इट, है ना, डिपेंडिंग ऑन
बिल्कुल,
योर इंडस्ट्रीज।
ओपन एंडेड छोड़ दो ना उसे, फिर
ओपन
तुम्हारी
एंडेड
मर्जी
छोड़
है
दो,
तुम्हें क्या करना
एग्जैक्टली।
है। और ये गिलहरी स्टोरी मैं
राइट।
बचपन से लेती आ रही हूँ, फेयरवेल स्पीच से लेके आज
यस।
तक, कहीं ना कहीं से इसका एक ना एक एंगल यूज हो जाए, अपने आप ही आ
यस।
जाता है दिमाग में। आई वॉज नॉट इवन सिटिंग विद दैट थॉट कि मैं बोलूंगी, पर तुमने आज इतनी बार
सही बात
गिलहरी
है।
लेके आई कि अपने आप ही आ गई।
अरे नहीं, बट आई रियली लव्ड इट बिकॉज आई ऑनेस्टली हैड फॉरगॉटन अबाउट द गिलेरी, बिकॉज
हम्म,
अगेन अपने तो श्री रघुवर की वानर सेना पे फोकस है, राइट, बट देन ऑल्सो बीटीएस बिहाइंड द सीन्स में जो ये गिलहरियां जो काम करती हैं,
हाँ
what is referred to as the social capital of your individual companies or your individual operations, that is mostly done by the Gileris, right? Because it's not like the CEO of the company is networking with everyone. It's mostly the employees, right? They are networking on another sector. Either the others are networking on another level, right? So it's
true.
about developing social capital, which is our next point. And basically there's a study, I'll link it in the later part of the post, इसका sequel जो बनाएंगे हम, जिसमें points discussed और lines discussed, जिसमें पक्का गिलहरी इमोजी यूज करूंगी।
डन, प्लीज
So
डू। अभी यहाँ
yes,
है
yes,
नहीं
in
वरना
that।
बहुत होती है।
अरे मेरे विंडोज में
हाँ,
टाइम पास चल ही रहा है, बट अगर मैं वहां पे देखा तो आई विल बी कंप्लीटली डिस्ट्रैक्टेड बिकॉज
नो 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 नो
दे
नो
आर
नो,
सो
डन,
फनी, दे आर सो फनी। Anywho,
आई कैन
so
अंडरस्टैंड। हाँ चलो,
there's a
यस,
study,
कम बैक,
there's a
फोकस।
study, there's a very comprehensive study that found out that employees that were trained in building social capital as part of their initial mentorship, उनको सिखाया जाता था कि सोशल कैपिटल कैसे बिल्ड करते हैं, विच इज डेवलपिंग होलिस्टिक रिलेशनशिप with people so that knowledge and resource exchange can happen seamlessly, right? That is developing a social capital. Employees that were trained in this initially showed more fulfilling careers, better chances of getting promoted, and better chances of getting frequent pay rises, right? So this is proof that networking can be taught, networking can be mastered, and it can be applied to your professional lives, whether you are in a 9 to 5, in an entrepreneurship, a creatorpreneur, or a freelancing setup. It can work for you if you make it, right? So
ट्रू।
definitely, yes, knowledge created in networking. Absolutely. Networking creates a lot of knowledge, in my opinion, क्योंकि there are so many things that we discuss,
there's
right?
there's a lot of
And
exchange of ideas,
yes,
and that exchange of ideas and exchange of stories, and at times it inspires you in the direction कि नहीं ये करना ही है, it fuels you. At times
yes,
it we become each other's agony aunts, हमको भाई
yes,
कुछ ना कुछ जाके सुनाना है, कई बार you just go ahead and just mob it out कि भाई हम लोग को इतनी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, what do I do? Like I remember I met
हाँ,
Aditi in that meet and I was like, Aditi, I'm going through a mess right now. And just
hmm,
going there and making sure that I tell someone what was happening with me gave me so much confidence when I get got back. So
right,
that is so true. There is no, it's a two-way thing. You should always remember that you have to be like a khali bartan. You are that empty pitcher,
yes,
you're that empty bowl, and
yes.
that will get filled. And you should have that much into you, and both parties should get it.
Yeah. Actually, the original Zen story goes, और ये ना ये अपने WhatsApp ज्ञान में थोड़ा वो हो गया है, be like half filled cup, खाली
नहीं,
नहीं,
मैंने तो
right? So
पढ़ा ही
the
नहीं व्हाट्सएप ज्ञान, मुझे तो अच्छा खाली नहीं
हाँ,
होता
तो
है, आ जाओ।
ये स्टोरी व्हाट्सएप पे
हाँ,
जो स्टोरी घूमती है ना उसमें खाली कप है, राइट? और
अच्छा,
ओरिजिनल
आई हैव नो
स्टोरी है।
आइडिया, मैंने तो पढ़ी भी नहीं व्हाट्सएप पे स्टोरी।
हाँ, तो ओरिजिनल स्टोरी के अंदर यही है कि वो खाली कप लेके जाता है एंड द जेन
हाँ,
मास्टर कामली से नो, फिर वो पूरा भरा हुआ
हम्म,
कप लेके जाता है,
आधा
जेन
लेके
मास्टर से
जाओ, सो
नो।
ब्यूटीफुल ना।
हाँ, एंड देन द जेन मास्टर गिव्स ज्ञान के be like a half filled cup of tea,
True.
have knowledge, right? Have something, and then have place,
True.
empty
That's
space
so true.
when
जिसमें
people
you can
pour something.
can
हाँ, तो
very
तुम कैच
nice.
कर सको, वरना सब बाहर चला जाएगा, है ना?
बहुत
एंड
सही
इफ
यार,
यू
बहुत
कीप
सुंदर.
जस्ट कैचिंग अदर पीपल्स नॉलेज, यू विल गेट कलर्ड, जैसे आपका चाय का कप है और उसमें कॉफी भर दी, है ना? सो दिस इज द
हम्म.
ओरिजिनल स्टोरी which is
अरे
yeah,
मैंने सुनी भी नहीं थी.
fascinating.
गुड, मेरा देखा. नेटवर्किंग हेल्प.
हाँ, अरे it helps so much, and like even when we discuss things with each other on the groups and
तो
stuff like that, जैसे I shared a creator thing right last night,
हाँ
and Ananksha was like, अरे no, इसके लिए तो 50,000 फॉलोअर चाहिए, है ना? तो
हाँ.
ऐसी जो चीजें, ऐसी जो डिस्कशन है, जो इंफॉर्मेशन है, it always grows when you share it. Like
ट्रू.
I keep sharing the literary contests I participate in, right? And someone from the writing community approached me like, why are you, ऐसे बताओ मत, आपके chances of winning decreases. I'm like, are you kidding me? No, the competition increases. That increases the chances of you becoming a better writer, right? Because अगर तुम
ट्रू.
अच्छे लोगों के साथ compete कर रहे हो, right, you obviously will have to up your game. So in the
ट्रू.
long scheme of things, you are winning by giving more to people. So I truly
ट्रू.
believe this. Also, Ramayan is the ultimate code of conduct, a great guide to what we should do. Absolutely. And I love this quote. It's not a sprint, but a marathon. Yay.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Very well
It
said,
is.
Varsha. It is. It is a
Yes. So
journey.
develop social, yes, develop social capital. And to develop social capital, you can learn the art of, having good conversations. Suno or bolo, right? Or
Read a lot.
don't read a lot. And see, if reading is boring for you, nowadays सब audio में भी मिलता है यार. You
हाँ,
can
ट्रू.
सिलेक्ट एंड रीड अलाउड. घर में तुम बर्तन कर रहे हो, कोई नहीं, कान में ब्लॉग चल रही. It's about the intention that you come into. And there's a YouTube channel suggestion for this from my side. It's called Charisma on Command, CHARISMA on
Okay, let me make a note of it.
COMMAND. It's
Okay.
a nice channel where the whoever the creator of the channel is, they take specific movie clips and things like that, and showcase how a specific social situation
Charisma
went
on
really,
command.
yes,
Just made
went
a note of
really
it.
well. Yes, went really well or really terribly for someone, right? So वो ऐसे इंटरव्यू क्लिप्स उठाते हैं, लोगों का वीडियो शेयर किया है वो उठाते हैं, एंड दे एक्सप्लेन कि यहाँ से कैसे आप क्यूज ले सकते हो. तो एज एन इंट्रोवर्ट, आई रिमेम्बर लर्निंग हाउ टू network myself from charisma on command, because it's not like developing relationship as it's like a key that will always fit into the lock, right? You have to figure out how to be the key first, और फिर
जो
वहां
मैंने
पे
उस
ये
टाइम जो हम
excuses.
उस टाइम बात कर रहे थे कि it is a lot
Exactly.
like a crush. It is a lot like
Yes, please,
falling
please.
in love for the
I would
first
love
time.
you. I would love you to share that analogy. Please do.
So basically, it is a lot like when you fall in love for the first time or when you have a crush on someone. Like when I
Hmm.
have a crush on Vinity, I'll go and I'll figure out what Vinity likes. And you know, Vinity is interested in books, Vinity is interested in
Yes.
mythology, Vinity is interested in K dramas, Vinity is interested in Japanese philosophy. I'll go and Biriti knows how to talk in Japanese. I would find how to say I love you in Japanese. You know, all
Hmm.
the effort you try to make and be in the eye of the person whom you have a crush on is exactly
Hmm.
like networking. If you want to genuinely network with someone, even if it is, I don't know, with Captain Legal says, a little bit of small talk, then be very smart about it and kind of, I know it's a little creepy when I talk about it like this, but yes, knowing about the person, having an honest connect, trying to do a sort of basic elementary research before conversation is something very important. And art of
Yes.
conversation, yes, mutual respect is very important. अगर तुमको लगता है कि भैया मतलब जैसे मेरे साथ होता है ना, आई थिंक आई गिव यू वेरी बेसिक एग्जांपल. आई जस्ट लव व्हाट रॉबिट डज ऑन हिज शोज,
Hmm.
बट मुझे नहीं
Hmm.
समझ में आता कैसे. It is
Hmm.
hardcore what he does. So despite the fact that I've had a few conversations with him, I tried also correcting. But हम उसको भी पता है और मुझे भी पता है शायद कि देयर इज दैट
बाउंसर गया।
मिसमैच कि मुझको
हाँ,
तो बाउंसर ही गया होगा, अब मैं उससे बैठ के बात क्या करूंगी,
सही बात
सो
है।
at times you should just leave it at okay, fine, now. So there are times when I don't
या
understand the subject, either I don't comment on it, or if I'll go and comment, yeah, okay, this is good, yeah, it was interesting, or it helped. So
हम्म।
that is it. So I would not
राइट।
want to also put an effort where I know that there will not be a common wavelength or a common ground
हम्म।
where I will be able to have that conversation. So it's not
ट्रू।
possible कि हर बार तुम्हारे पास कुछ बोलने को, जरूरी नहीं है कि तुम
सही है।
गूगल हो, सब सर्च किया, सबका आंसर मिलेगा। हो सकता है कि
एग्जैक्टली।
बहुत चीजें जिसमें तुम्हारा इंटरेस्ट नहीं है। सो प्लीज डोंट ट्राई टू हार्ड, क्योंकि स्पेशली वो सामने वाला है ना जिसको इतना ज्ञान है उसके बारे में, वो पकड़ ले।
सही बात है। पकड़
तो
लेंगे।
वो पकड़ना नहीं, वो
एब्सोल्युटली।
पकड़ने वाला काम नहीं होना चाहिए, वहीं पे वो फेल हो जाता है। जो बिनती हापर में बात कर रहे थे ना कि स्मॉल टॉक नहीं होनी चाहिए, स्ट्रेट टू पॉइंट, क्योंकि हम वो पकड़ लेते हैं।
हम्म।
हमको पता हो
सही है।
जाता है कि वो ये कॉपी पेस्ट मैसेज है जो हर जगह जा रहे हैं। मतलब यू
नाम भी नहीं
जस्ट सेंड मी द
बदलते
रिक्वेस्ट,
काफी बार तो यार।
मतलब आई जस्ट लव योर प्रोफाइल, कैन वी कनेक्ट, एंड द मोमेंट दे विल कनेक्ट, ना फर्स्ट मैसेज में व्हाट डू यू डू। आई फील लाइक सेइंग अभी तो तुम बोल रहे थे यू जस्ट लव माय प्रोफाइल, तुमने पढ़ा नहीं मैं क्या करती हूँ प्रोफाइल पे। तो
क्लियरली लिखा है देखो। आई नो।
इतनी सारी चीजें लिखी है, तो हेडिंग भी पढ़ोगे तो पता चल जाएगा व्हाट डू आई डू। द वर्स्ट
सही बात
क्वेश्चन
है।
एवर आस्क्ड फॉर लिंक्डइन नेटवर्किंग विद मी, एंड ऑलमोस्ट बाय 90% पीपल इज व्हाट डू यू डू। सो व्हाट डू
यस।
यू डू, अरे यार रीड द प्रोफाइल, यू जस्ट सेंड
प्रोफाइल।
मी रिक्वेस्ट। सो
या
या सो
आई
एटलीस्ट ये
लिटरली लाइक
नेटवर्किंग फेल्स
रिद्धि।
मत करो।
I literally got so annoyed by this at one point कि I wrote an article, answers to questions you have about me that I don't want to answer. This is
Please put
still
the link in
active.
this comment.
It's
I
still
would love to
active
read it.
in my LinkedIn articles. I'll send the link to you. तो अभी भी
Send it.
वो है और I use it as spam. I've literally used that article. जैसे मेरे को what do you do पूछते हैं, I send them a link to this article because I know what has happened. And
I'm
then
so
I
going
will
to do it now.
obviously, because और कोई रास्ता ही नहीं है ना, तुम ऐसे
This is good.
exactly what you said. You have
FAQ बना दिया तुमने।
appreciated my, अरे FAQ बना दिया exactly.
Nice. It's a great idea.
So
I'm so going to steal. Next week you will see
अरे
FAQ on Riddhi Sharma. What all
this
do I
is
do and what do I do?
this is
I'll
something
also
I've
put
put
do's
on
and
my
don'ts.
website.
I'll do it.
Absolutely, because some people have too much time on their hands, and there are two ways you can deal with this. You can be rude, which I think is not good from
True.
a networking perspective कि किसी के
True.
लाइफ में जाके सांप क्यों बनना है ना. Why to be
True.
the donkey that kicks back? Don't do that. The better version is give people the answer to questions. क्योंकि how are you? I'm fine. How are you? I am fine. ठीक है, ये चलता रहेगा वो ऑटो,
ये तो
राइट.
थैंक्स टू लिंक्डइन ऑटो करेक्ट, ऑटो टाइम से चला जाएगा, so which is nice.
हाँ, तो हैव एन आर्टिकल ओनली, पूरा कॉन्वर्सेशन कि इफ यू आर गोइंग टू टॉक लाइक दिस, मेरे पास प्री प्रिपेयर्ड आंसर्स हैं, पढ़ लो, हम दोनों का टाइम बचेगा.
ब्रिलियंट है, ब्रिलियंट है बेनिफिट, तुम तो बिल्कुल
अरे
नेटवर्किंग
अपने
माता हो।
अपने there's that weird quote by Bill Gates, right? I don't think Bill Gates ever actually said this, but it is attributed to him. I love hiring lazy people because they figure out smart ways of getting a job done in minimal effort.
Yes, yes.
That is
In
me.
minute, I've
I
heard
am
this.
lazy people
Naturally.
because
You're not
I
lazy
don't
at all,
like.
please.
I get pissed off when certain things happen, and when I get pissed off, मेरा ना अंदर से sarcastic बिल्ली ऐसे जागता है ऐसे ऐसे, and I don't want to do that. So,
Nice. Nice.
anywho,
This is a good
we
idea.
have
I'll do it.
Mrinal
चलो।
coming in. ये Mrinal is here
ये
finally. Thank you, Riddhi
और
and
ये भूल
Vinati,
गई
for
थी,
holding this
ये
discussion.
भूल गई थी, इसको याद दिलाया मैंने
Ah,
अभी। विनती, मीना I'll
oh,
come quickly.
and
Me
she
and
came.
Vinati are
That
missing
is
you.
so sweet. How
I
do you
knew she will.
respond
That's
to
why I called
cold?
her.
अच्छा, उन्होंने सवाल भी पूछा है, हाउ डू यू रिस्पॉन्ड टू कोल्ड
Respond to
नेटवर्किंग
cold networking.
रिक्वेस्ट्स विद पीपल.
Might be
हम्म.
worth engaging with spending time with. Very interesting.
हम्म.
सोचना पड़ेगा यार मृणाल, तुमने तो बताया नहीं, we were not prepared for this.
हाँ, पर ये अच्छा है ना, देखो, दिस इज
ये
व्हाट
अच्छा
थिंकिंग
सवाल है.
आउट लाउड लुक्स लाइक. अच्छा
How do you
सवाल है.
respond to
और
cold networking?
this is how you can deal with situations like this in networking calls. When you don't know, say I don't know, or say I need time to think, and then
Yeah, I
you
think well,
can.
don't beat around the bush. ये हम पहले भी बात कर रहे थे कि मतलब घुमाओ मत, अगर तुमको नहीं पता तो तुम बोलो भैया मुझे इस बारे में पता नहीं है, but I think it's a
Hmm.
very interesting angle, I would love to know more about it. If you genuinely
Right.
think that interacting and engaging and spending time with that person will help you,
Hmm.
even if the niche are not meeting, then to
Hmm.
find out that common ground to talk, because you
Right.
have some sort of an interest, will only happen
Hmm.
when you will kind of take it forward, and that will only happen when you will nudge that person. So I think nudging works a lot,
Absolutely.
and
Hmm.
not push, just nudge is what I feel
Hmm.
works a lot. And if
Right.
those nudges are getting like decent फीलर्स दो, व्हाट मैं बोल रही थी कि मतलब जाके एंगेज विद द कंटेंट, हो सकता है कोई ऐसी चीज आप उनके प्रोफाइल से या उनकी लाइफस्टाइल से निकाल के ला सकते हो जिसमें कि आपका कनेक्ट हो, लाइक फॉर
Hmm.
एग्जांपल इफ मृणाल से मेरा और कोई नहीं होता तो आई कुड हैव सेड कि अच्छा ठीक है, अच्छा मृणाल तुम हिंदी बहुत अच्छा बोलती, मैं भी अच्छा बोलती, चलो हमारे एक कॉन्टेक्ट, सो आई एम सेइंग इफ
हाँ, एक
नथिंग एल्स
हिंदी
वी
में
कैन
करते हैं।
फाइंड दोस इंटरेस्ट.
कॉमन
So
ग्राउंड्स।
so find those common grounds to break that coldness, and what will be that icebreaker, especially for
या,
cold networking, is I
एब्सोल्युटली।
think the common grounds. So
या।
मतलब हो सकता है you are coffee lovers to call for a coffee. मतलब how about we, you explain me this over a cup of coffee. So I think that is
Hmm.
something that works for me. And other
राइट।
than that, I don't know. What do you think, Mrinal? Do you have any tricks? Because you are the social butterfly between the two of us.
यस, हाँ, आई वाज गोइंग टू से कि ये सवाल का जवाब मृणाल को खुद देना चाहिए। हमें पूछ हमें सीखना है कि मृणाल के नॉलेज टैप में से हमको
देवी,
पीना है।
बताइए
एग्ज़ैक्टली।
प्लीज. या तो यार
हाँ,
उसको
तो
लाओ स्ट्रीम में,
हाँ,
ऑफिस में होगी वो भी.
अगर अगर मृणाल, इफ यू आर फ्री एंड यू वांट टू जॉइन द स्ट्रीम, बताओ, आई विल डीएम यू ऑन
सेंड मी
लिंक्डइन
द लिंक.
द स्ट्रीम यू आर जॉइनिंग लिंक। डज एनीवन एल्स वांट टू जॉइन? जस्ट सेंड मी अ
हाँ,
डीएम एंड
कम
आई
कम.
आई वुड। हाँ, हम लोग अभी तक 10 लोग या 6 लोग ऐड कर सकते हैं स्ट्रीम में।
आई.
और वैसे भी हाँ, अच्छा 5।
मृणाल, नहीं नहीं, मृणाल ने बोला आई, पर उसने पहले बोला था, अभी नहीं बोला. अभी तो तुमको देख
अच्छा,
रहा है.
अच्छा। ओके, ओके, ओके। सो
हाँ चलो, यस. 10 मिनट तो नहीं
यस।
है, 10, अच्छा 10 लोग बोल रही हो तुम.
हाँ, और कमिंग टू द क्वेश्चन मृणाल आस्क्ड, आई थिंक कोल्ड नेटवर्किंग में आई हैव 2 अप्रोचेस। वन अप्रोच इज़ दैट वर्कशीट थिंग दैट आई टोल्ड, कि कर लो तुम्हारा कोल्ड नेटवर्किंग का पिच। आई विल स्टोर योर इन्फॉर्मेशन फॉर व्हेन आई नीड इट, राइट? और अगर
हाँ
कुछ बहुत ही ज़्यादा खराब पिच है, like that one chick that had messaged पूरा लीकैप का ग्रुप, राइट? वी वर डिस्कसिंग हर विदाउट टेकिंग हर
हाँ,
नेम, है ना? उन्होंने सबको मैसेज भेजा था लीकैप के। सेम टू सेम मैसेज, लाइक भी एडजेक्टिव तो चेंज कर दो बहन जी।
नाम भी नहीं बदलते.
Ari, I know, right? So with people like that, I'm like, sorry, I don't have time, and I will disengage. But with
अग्री.
people who have made genuine cold pitch, for their information I will save, and then if there is no synergy, I will try to do what you did, which is try to convert cold into warm. कि सर्विस नहीं तो इंसान ही सही। फिर अगर if they don't have any more interest, फिर उसको छोड़ दो, है ना?
No, also there is this thing that I would also want to say that once you are cold networking, and maybe it's part of the job, you should also
Hmm.
know where to stop,
Yes,
especially on networking apps.
absolutely.
Unless you are sitting in a call center and trying to sell and you know other option, तब कुछ नहीं कर
Yeah,
सकते. But तुम्हें पता
सही
होना
बात है।
चाहिए कि कहाँ stop होना. मतलब I know that
Hmm.
there's so many more times I'm very polite saying, okay, you are not looking at it right now. I'll get back to you when I am. So she's like, okay,
True.
fine, I'll wait. Then he's like, acha, but can I get your number because next time when you need it, I'll give it. Arey, I will get back to you. I'm saying I'll get back to you. Or you can check in at least in a month's time. You want to continue, like,
Yeah,
please give me a number so that I can get back to you. So that's a very weird thing to do.
yeah.
And also,
I think asking for
small,
people's number is a big networking no, no? Because when
हाँ.
someone gives you their number, they technically become available 24/7.
Arey, I have
And that
people
is,
just taking up from my number from LinkedIn and calling me and saying, hi, Riddhi, how are you? And I'm like, hello, who are
I
you?
know.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm so and so. I thought let's just connect because we've just connected on LinkedIn. I was like, dude, this is the first time you're calling me. I remember this fellow and actually getting pissed कि आपने मेरा phone नहीं उठाया on the first time, and I called him, and that person had like good 40 minutes conversation with him, and I was clueless saying कि इंसान कौन है. फिर जाके मैंने number hide किया. I think again some glitch happened and my number was again open. So yeah, there are people who don't believe in anything. मतलब not even saying
yeah.
a hi or fixing a time. So that is also a big no-no.
Entitlement. Don't be entitled. That's it, I think.
Yes, yes, don't be
Dr.
entitled.
Lehal says networking leads to winning alliances. Then
It
he
does.
says networking allows you to be a giver, and then what you have to offer. I think this is a good point, है ना? क्योंकि
True.
आपको अगर
Yes.
गिवर बनना है तो you have to have something to give. कोई
यस,
एक वैल्यू
खाली
प्रोपोजिशन होनी
कटोरा नहीं
चाहिए।
होना
तो
चाहिए, आधा भरा हुआ होना चाहिए।
ये अपना
थोड़ा,
कटोरा आधा किससे भरेंगे? हाँ, तो
यस,
आई
वो
थिंक
भर के रखो।
this is such a good point. And Mrinal has done very big comments. So sorry, girls, for the delay and loving the energy on the live. I love the FAQ recommendation by Vinati. Thank you. I have to re-repeat myself even when people approached me for sessions. I always felt how they approach me. If they didn't know what I do for a living, often people think I'm a creator at Quora and not an employee.
वो अच्छा,
I
मृणाल, यू आर
I
नॉट अ क्रिएटर एट कोरा।
Riddhi
Oh,
is
thank
doing a
you for
sneaky
to
SM.
everyone. Everyone, Mrinal is not a creator at first. She works at. That's what she does for a
Yes,
living. She's that Quora girl.
absolutely.
Okay. We have
Yes,
clarified it
yes,
once and all, Mrinal. You can save the recording of this. Vinati and
yes,
I have done it. Send her this
yes.
recording.
We can put this as her recommendation. We recommend Mrinal for all of her managerial networking and creator relationship capabilities. Also, please
Hire us
note,
for our for as a man.
please note she works at Quora and does not actually
She works at Quora and is a creator at LinkedIn. Distinction.
distinction. Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Then
Before
there
people
is
kick us out
another
thinking it's
thing.
just
Thank you, Riddhi and Vinati. Wholesome tips. This is truly good, but I'm really bad. I
really bad.
ghost.
I
Oh
ghost.
yeah, I don't
We all
believe this
do.
about you at all.
We all do. But we all
Huh.
ghost, na? If you don't
Also,
stalk a
people
person, if
get
you don't
busy. Yeah.
ghost,
I think
we
what
all do.
what people need to realize is there's a difference between ghosting someone and being busy. अगर कोई एक वीक तक मैसेज का रिप्लाई नहीं कर रहा, that does not
It's
mean you
snooze.
ghosted them.
It's just snooze.
Yep, yep, yep.
Snooze पे डाला है बस.
True.
जब जागेंगे तब
हाँ,
कर
I
लेंगे.
exactly. Oh, you have left a comment. That is nice. This is some comment
I
section.
go with that.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, then there is Riddhi
हाँ.
again. Array, sorry, Mrinal again. Ha ha. I will do that next time. Today I don't want to ruin the amazing vibe. You can never ruin our vibe, Mrinal.
Please come.
With
You're right then. You are at home.
with my
Chor Mrinal, come online. You better come online. People will think we are having
she's
this live.
she's
Forget
giving
shit. But we
excuse
are having
of
a live on LinkedIn. Shit. Sorry, I forgot.
uh,
Language.
yeah, Array. Nobody cares. See, I'll tell you this. One of the biggest powers of not having super giganormous networks with people who are obsessed with your content is people are more open minded, right? So you can say things as a human being without risking
Being
kal
judged.
40 post aa rahe. I was listening to her
Chalo,
live
let's see if
and
people
then
make you viral.
lol, that is never going to happen. I am really, really proud of the network that I have on LinkedIn. सारे लोग इतने
Chalo, but
मस्त हैं and I'm not just saying this for butter purposes. I really mean it.
of
I really
course.
enjoy the kind of holistic conversations and like
Conversational.
the kind of
Cold calling should
grace
be the
people
last
have.
shot. Don't expect great results if you've received a cold call of no value. Be polite. Okay. I think that's a
Yes.
valid point. Except
Yeah.
true. Bang on point.
Being rude
First
literally
meeting
has
I was
zero
thinking Zoom meeting
upsides.
or
है ना?
context or ghosting on calls or huge signs of entitlement really hurt your reputation. Yes, Pranal.
It does. It does.
You should be
I
here
would
rather
never
than
work
we have
with
to read
someone.
such long comments. Come online, na come already.
हाँ वही तो बाल 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 कोम कर लो और मुंह पे पानी डाल लो और आ जाओ.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes. So that you have that Korean glass skin look
Uh,
where your skin is
yes,
shining, even though it is just water, right?
it is
For
just
them,
water.
it
We
is
will
good
not
skin.
judge. Yes,
For them, it is good
thumbs up.
skin. For us, it is water.
It is just water. Send her
Yeah,
the link.
yeah.
That she's just throwing bhav. I'm sending her. Acha, I can't send my link. No?
You can share your link. मैं WhatsApp नहीं खोल
I'm sure.
सकती क्योंकि मेरा हॉटस्पॉट ऐसे
मेरे पास
गुम हो
है.
जाएगा. अच्छा
मेरे
हाँ तो
पास
उस
है देखो.
वो StreamYard की लिंक भेज दो. If Mrinal comes, we will add Mrinal to the live.
Otherwise,
See, this is
we will get lost.
हाँ this is also how you can network कि इंसान है इंसान ही रहेगा as Captain Rehan said. शुरू पहली comment थी उनकी. People are people. So if you network that way, I think you will never go wrong. And
We will never.
I'll share a slide I prepared
Yes.
called conversational competence. right? And उसमें जो पहला point है ना, I really mean that पहला point. Pay attention for real, right? People
Yes.
keep asking, how do I see? How do I? And I'm like, भाई सच में attention pay कर दो ना, क्या जा रहा है तुम्हारा? Why are you multitasking? Right? Pay attention for real when you are talking to someone, when you are networking with someone, when you are interacting with someone. Pay attention for real. That is the first most important step for conversational competence.
True.
Then, same old, don't multitask, don't pontificate. Pontificate yani jo, matlab, I am very guilty of pontificating, to be honest, where sometimes I'll keep talking, even when I should stop. But I promise I'm
Guilty as
working on
charged.
it.
Same
अरे
here.
क्या भी है ना, मतलब आई
नहीं
थिंक
नहीं
दीज आर
सच्ची.
पैशनेट पीपल प्रॉब्लम्स. वी डोंट रियली रियलाइज कि सबको इतना इंटरेस्टेड नहीं होता, कहीं पे पूर्ण विराम लगाना पड़ता है ना? तो आई थिंक, बट फ्रॉम अ कॉन्वर्जेशनल
I remember my
पर्सपेक्टिव इन
husband often
नेटवर्क.
very, 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 very slightly drops saying, I don't need to know.
आई आई
So, so I know what you're saying. And in college, we used to have three words for it. How very interesting. If someone has said it, you understand that your conversation all of a sudden has taken, you know, turn in
yeah,
the other side. So
yeah,
yes, so
I
next time Matthew, she's not coming. Okay. But yeah, I think being a good listener, the fourth point is very, very important. Uh,
mm,
have ears. Networking is
yes,
all about how much you listen. And
yeah,
if you are listening, if you are paying attention, if you're observing, you will get to know who wants what, who is the kind of person, what they are interested in. And that's the best way to network. So just be
yeah,
there for others. Don't
yes,
go in like a box कि मुझे ये करना है और मैं जाके स्पीड डेटिंग की तरह सारे कार्ड बांट दूंगा. स्पीड नेटवर्किंग
बिल्कुल
नाम
नहीं.
की कोई चीज नहीं होती है. You have to invest
mm,
in people, you have to invest your time, you have to connect with people, even if it's for an end result, which is like a sales oriented cause, or, if you actually want a true relationship which will last even after you've switched jobs, you must connect on a level which is human.
yeah,
People first. So,
yep,
yes, don't equate your experience with others. These are such beautiful points you've collated here, Dimity. Uh,
yeah,
yes, I don't know about don't repeat yourself. I think we should repeat ourselves in various ways. Uh,
okay,
I think we should, because at times people don't notice in the first time, and
mm,
especially with networking, because हो सकता है कि तुमने मुझे बताया तुम किताबें लिखती हो, मैंने कोई चीज में नहीं नोटिस किया, even if I was giving my own attention. But we have to
yes,
find, you have to. I think it is about how you वो word होता है ना, refresh की जगह एक और word बोलने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. How do you rebrand yourself? How do you repackage the same
mm,
ones? So,
repackage, yes.
वो
Okay.
repackaging बहुत जरूरी है. So I think
Okay,
repeat
I
करना
will
चाहिए.
definitely change this
हाँ,
slide,
मुझे
change
ऐसा
this
लगता है,
point
मैं
to
गलत भी हो सकती हूँ.
don't. No, I think you are right. We can say the same thing different ways. What I was
Yes,
thinking is काफी बार I was just going off of my experience, me
हाँ,
not
of course.
really listening to my advice, which is don't. What I have observed in a lot of networking calls is people repeat the same line again and again, right? Like
Yes, I
verbatim
agree to
same
that.
line aa rahi hai. And at that point, I realize, okay, they are following a template. Because see, I understand why templates exist, but उसमें आप एक flair ला सकते हो. जैसे I am a cat. This thing that you see in front of me is a cat. दोनों same चीज है ना? But the way you are phrasing it, it's different. You can say, you can repeat the point, don't repeat the
Yes,
words, because then your
the
jig will be
repackage.
up.
What we creators call repurposing.
Yeah. I'll definitely rephrase this point because यही तो है ना, देखो networking का एक और फायदा. We all have cognitive biases. When you network with people meaningfully, a lot of your cognitive biases get like
Yes,
checked, right? जैसे
refined,
अभी
checked.
Twitter Spaces पे we were discussing a book, है ना? And I particularly read Annihilation of Caste because I was realizing कि मेरा कहीं पे हो जाता है unconsciously. So the person on the thing told me, no, it's not a cognitive bias, it's a societal bias. And I was like, ये क्या होता है? And from then on, a whole different perspective
New.
opened up for me, which wasn't there before, right? So basically, when you network, you get rid of a lot of cognitive biases that you don't even know exist. तो अलग अलग लोगों
True.
से बात करो, बात करने में देयर इज नो लॉस.
Yes.
Also,
We'll gain something
what I meant
out
by
of our
stay out
story.
of the weeds is religion, politics, food habits, and appearances. ये चार चीजों पे
Very
प्लीज कभी भी कमेंट मत करो. Okay, these are
true.
very personal things to people. These are very
Yes,
triggering also for
very
some
true.
people. The moment you go, you call some, oh, you look so pretty today. You have the best intentions, but the person you are talking to has heard this so many times in a very derogatory context. So when you call them
This has
pretty in a
happened with one of
compliment,
my colleagues.
it
She's just
happens with
trying to
everyone.
small talk, and she went ahead and she said, "Oh, see, you've also not taken a bath like me." And she was like, "I just got ready for office." And I was like, "Shit, dude, what did you just do?" And you just
Yeah.
sort of, though it was. Then she said, "No, no, you're looking great, you know." But the point is, or you will go and say, "Oh, you look so nice," even if you have not taken bath. It's like, I have taken bath, that's why I look nice. So the point is that yes, I think it's a beautiful point, and you should also mention those weeds. Uh,
Okay, I will mention
religion,
the weeds.
politics,
Food
politics,
and
appearance,
appearances.
and food. Four things
Huh,
should be there.
because
It's
yeah,
beautiful.
you don't go there, just don't go there. You can, with friends, you have context. With people you are networking, you have professional context. You don't know what that person is going through. And see, ultimately, people are people. You go trigger their weed, खत्म. वो फिर मगर ही बाहर आएगा ऐसे पैक करके. They are not going to be
This is
in the
so nice.
conversation, है ना?
I'll make note
And
of
then
it.
finally, there's be brief. मतलब again, I'm not following my own advice. 1 घंटे से चाव चाव चल रही है. But
I mean, we know nothing about grief.
हाँ, we don't do brief, but you can. We don't do brief, but you can. You
You
should.
can. You should.
एक एक मिनट. हाँ, मैं कहा
You
यार
should.
ये क्या हो गया? हाँ, you should. Yeah.
हमने साथ में बोला you should.
Yes. Also,
कम कहा ज्यादा समझना.
ओके. अभी बहुत सारे कमेंट्स आए हैं. 1 मिनट. हाँ. एक
हाँ,
मिनट. कौन सा लास्ट कोल्ड? आई थिंक लास्ट वाला. ओ ओ ओ थैंक यू सो मच. हाँ, यही था शायद.
मृणाल का था कुछ. हाँ,
हाँ, ये
yes.
था ना लास्ट वाला. यस. ओके. द कैप्टन. आई
हाँ,
कीप
yes,
गोइंग
yes.
डॉक्टर इंस्टेड ऑफ कैप्टन.
Even
कोल्ड
I don't know
कॉलिंग.
why even I was doing that.
हाँ, द कोल्ड
Yeah,
कॉलिंग कुड
this
बी द
we read.
लास्ट. है ना?
Be
ओके ओके.
polite. Yes.
यस. गेटिंग
This
समवन्स
also we
पर्सनल
read.
नंबर इज. ओके ओके.
Go through a
आई
first
कंप्लीटली
kind of
फॉरगॉट.
interview.
ये करा था क्या?
ये नहीं किया.
Okay. Lol, you girls. Also multitasking here, giving a disclaimer via YouTube. I create on both Quora and LinkedIn, trying Twitter and failing. But yes, I love working on Quora. That makes me proud employee and would love if people would recognize me for the job I scored at the platform I worship so much. We totally appreciate and recognize you, Mrinal. Claps for
Yeah,
Mrinal.
we respect you for all the effort you put in all the roles
Yes.
and all creatorship
Captain.
that you manage.
Absolutely. Captain Lehal says networking in today's age is multi layered. Hence, we can be connected on social media,
Yes,
then on forums, on phone, or email.
yes, there are layers.
Absolutely. There are
Agreed.
layers. For networking to work, we must know
True,
what we want. Ekdam
true.
sahi. We have Safia. If I mispronounced your name, I apologize. This is so insightful and so practical. Thank you for this wonderful, truly lively session. We always are lively, which is why these sessions
Okay.
are not regular because being
Oh,
lively all the time is thoda mushkil, है ना?
yes.
So
And
cheers to the
we
audience
can't
as
believe
well.
we were insightful. Yes, cheers to the audience for sure. There were a lot of
We
comments.
were insightful, yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Riddhi, इसमें तो I will not agree with you. We had such
We were
nice
practical.
conversation.
I don't know about insightful.
We were practical. Yes, I would agree with you there. Cheers to the audience as well on their shared experiences, comments. As I said, I
Yes,
love my network so much.
audiences were lovely.
Also, we have expert comment from Suman. She says
Yes,
speed
she's great.
networking lol. Yeah, she's
It's
great.
interesting to
I
see how
love her.
relationship dynamics have changed post. Yes, she is. She's amazing. Have
Yeah.
changed post the pandemic. Yes, different ways
Mm.
is key to make
Repeating in different
very
ways is
important to
key to
use
make the
different
message
voices of
memorable.
line fraternity. We all belong to different line fraternity. It's okay.
Meow.
Vinati,
If you are on Instagram, Suman, by
you
any
will know.
chance, just send me a DM and then I
Hi,
will send you
and you
so
will
many
know.
cats. रिद्धि नोज, उसको मैं रोज बिल्ली भेज भेज के टॉर्चर करती हूँ, इतना
रोज एक
मस्त
बिल्ली
बिल्ली
आती
है
है,
वो।
विच इज गुड।
एक रोज
बस
एक
बहुत
बिल्ली,
सही है।
a
ग्रेट।
बिल्ली with some
बिल्ली मेक्स माई डे।
affirmation.
अ कैट अ डे मेक्स
बिल्ली
माई
में,
डे।
yes, yes, we are Billie Eilish, not Billy. Sorry.
It's time
I
for
got
Vinati's medicine, guys. We need to wrap it up.
yeah. Also, I'm in Gujarat, so my medicine is chas. That's the
Chas.
maximum thing we can do nasa with. हम लोग छाछ के नशे करते हैं.
रिद्धि
Anywho,
चढ़ती होगी
great
रिद्धि। तुम
session.
जाओ, तुम
Thank you,
गरबा खेल के
Riddhi.
आओ।
मैं नहीं करती गरबा, मैं सिर्फ खाना खाने जाती हूँ. एकदम नक्कर गुजराती.
Nice.
Anyway,
I need to
great
come and
session,
meet you
and
again.
thank you so much, Charanjit Lehal. It for those
Thank you
of
so
you
much. You have
who
been
have
phenomenal.
you have been phenomenal.
Please.
Like a
Yes.
recommendation for people to talk to. Definitely, if Sir is willing, have a conversation with him. The stories he has to share, just brilliant.
Very
मेरे को
good.
तो बहुत मजा आता. I really miss TED circles primarily because of him, Captain Satyendra. They have such nice things to share always, and yeah. Also,
Thank you,
Mrinal is, oh,
Minal.
you two are so awesome and authentic. Same pinch. So, I think Riddhi has to go. Hannah, you have to go.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I have
So
to
we'll,
sandwich.
I know it's gone over an hour. So we'll wrap this up very, very quickly. Try not to have an agenda. We've discussed this.
Puchika.
Learn the
Yes,
art of good
we have
conversation.
discussed this also.
This also we have
Yes.
discussed. And this networking is also about who you are. This also we have discussed. So we will
We have
follow
covered
our
all the
advice,
points.
not repeat ourselves. And Riddhi is going to give you her IDs and things like that. अभी बताओ रिद्धि. Comment में तो मैं link कर दूंगी. So people can follow you
Okay,
and stuff
so
like
you
that.
can follow me at Great Sharma Riddhi on LinkedIn, and
Yeah,
you can also follow me on Instagram if you just don't
yeah,
want to spam me with dancing videos, as I always tell people. It's
yes.
for professional things, it's all Sharma Riddhi. If you are a
Mm,
woman entrepreneur watching this and uh, are looking to be part of a community, please join the Project City community page on
yes.
LinkedIn. I'm trying to build a community with women and not for women. It's a
Mm,
place where I want you to come openly share what you are doing in your life so that you can inspire the people or start conversation. It is just the kind of networking me and Bilti just did. If you just want to have a conversation with someone, if you want to just bounce off an idea and let people give you, some sort of advice or their own opinions about it, uh, then please join the community. If you have a story that you would want people to know about
mm.
yourself, like Binati is still to fill the form for Project Saki, please fill the form, Binati, so that I can feature you also there.
I will
And I
fill
would
the
love to
form, but
write
I
your
don't
story.
think I fit in. Like, I'm not an
You
entrepreneur,
fit
am
in
I?
and everything.
I
You
do.
are.
हाँ तो अब भी
Every
भरेंगे मैं.
everyone who does
I was
things
like,
on themselves for themselves are entrepreneur. You are. Why you not an entrepreneur? तुम खुद का काम करते हो सब entrepreneur हो. So
oh,
please come and write about yourself so that I can feature your story because you might inspire so many others. You might not think कि तुम्हारे पास एक कहानी है, पर I have realized that nothing, no achievement is small achievement. And अगर हम खुद
mm,
के बारे में खुद से बात करते हैं तो ऐसा लगता है कि खुद का बैंड बजा you're blowing your own
mm,
trumpet. Don't do that. But if
right,
someone else features your story, there's a little bit of ego boosting that we all need, and it kind of
mm,
works as a positive motivation. Read it on a
right,
dull day, and you will get the right motivation to
of course.
progress. So please join the Project Saki community. Binati, thank you so much for inviting me. Yes, I'll always do that.
Yes,
And I
yes,
did not know that I was networking. So thank you for telling me that I was good at
yes.
networking. And
You are
yes, and
fabulous.
also before I forget, guys, Rashmi has done a beautiful conversation with networking Neeraj Ganesh, and just keep
Rashmi
on networking
Shetty.
Neeraj. Rashmi Shetty, she's a voice training coach, and she's there.
Mm,
And right now, also mostly she'll win an award for her video series that she does. She's been
mm.
selected, and she's in top three. Let's just pray all the best, Rashmi. We are just cheering for you. I hope you win that
Fingers
award.
crossed.
And
Yes,
yes,
pom-poms.
and yeah, in her podcast, in her vlog, she's featured Neerja Ganesh. She gives some beautiful advice on networking, on how honestly it is helping others, and good karma comes back to you. So please go and watch that. Also, we'll put the link there. Thank you,
Mm.
thank you so much.
Thank you
I
so
hope we
much,
have.
Riddhi, for doing this.
Bye.
And
Thank
we'll
you so much
definitely
for
be
calling.
doing this again. Abhi ye regular.
Yes, yes. Let's do it
Bye.
once in a month. Bye.
Yes, done.
Chalo, bye bye.